Hey everyone, it's Carrie here. So I want to talk about something today which I think is a massive game changer. I think this one thing is the difference between the people that make it and the people that don't. And I know that if it wasn't for this one thing, that I would never have achieved the things I've achieved or be where I'm at now. So this thing I'm talking about is consistency, which I know might sound completely boring now that I've just said it, but it is so important and powerful. Because the thing is, when you're trying to build a business or when you're trying to turn your ideas into a reality, it gets hard. It's hard. There are so many challenges, so many obstacles. But then on top of all of those obstacles and challenges, we have ourselves to deal with. We have that nattering mind of ours to actually overcome. That little voice that says, is this actually the right thing to be doing, or should you be doing something else? I don't know about you, but I know I've started ideas in the past where I've got down the road and then come across all these challenges and obstacles, or things aren't really going the way I thought, or it was taking way longer than I anticipated. And I start to think, am I actually doing the right thing? Is this really what I want to be doing? Should I maybe do something else? Maybe I should try and look at something else that I might be more passionate about, because am I really that passionate about this? And you start to think all these things, and then before you know it, you've decided to jump ship and you'll do something else. And I think as entrepreneurs, we do this a lot because we get so carried away with our ideas. I come up with idea after idea after idea. And I used to have this problem where I just jump all the time from different ideas, and I would never, ever manage to make anything really happen. And it got so frustrating. And this is why consistency is so important. Deciding you're going to do something and then being consistent about making it happen. So I want to share with you some of the things that have helped me to become more consistent in my business and make amazing things happen. So first off, in order to be consistent, you need to know what your goal is, what you want to achieve. You have to have clarity, because without clarity, you run round and round and round in circles, and you can't really be consistent about anything because you don't know what you're trying to do. So you have to sit down and get clear on what you want to do. So for example, if you decided that you wanted to start emailing your list, you wanted to start a newsletter, you need to make that goal of what you want to do, why you want to do it, because the why is going to be so important. That's going to be the driver that helps you to keep going. And then you need to know how often you want to do something. So what does it mean to commit to it? How often will you have to do it? Getting really clear on that is so helpful as well. And then once you've figured out exactly what you want to do, you have to condition yourself for success. You have to condition yourself to make it happen. This is so important. I believe that mindset is everything, and I've quoted this so many times, but Anthony Robbins once said, your destiny is determined by the choices you make. Choose now, choose well. And we all know that we make our choices based off the frame of mind that we're in. So if you're in a frame of mind where you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is so hard, I can't do it, and you've kind of not got the right mindset for success, then you're going to end up making bad decisions. So for example, when you hit that first hurdle and you just think, oh gosh, am I doing the right thing? If you're in that frame of mind, you'll probably back out of it and you'll give up. And this is what happens to so many people. I mean, it's happened to me so many times as well, but it happens to so many people. They start something off, they start doing video blogging, they start doing article post blogging, they start an email list, they start getting on Facebook, and they start up all these things, and then they start to hit the hurdles and they're in the wrong frame of mind. So they make these decisions to think, oh, this isn't going to work for me, I'm not going to carry on anymore, I'm not going to do it, and they back out of it. And then you just think, if you'd have just kept going and kept going, where would you be today? You would have achieved so much more. So that is why you have to condition yourself for success. You have to get yourself in the right frame of mind to make it happen. There are so many ways that you can do this. There are so many ways that you can condition your mind for success. For starters, make it a routine that every single day you visualize and think about what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to achieve, why you want to achieve it. You've got to really see it, believe it, and you've got to feel it happening. The more connected that you can get to what you want to achieve, the more likely it is that you are going to achieve it. You have to discipline yourself to do it. I think so many of us know that we should be doing things to condition our minds for success. We should be doing guided visualizations. We should be visualizing every day what we want to achieve. We should be being more aware of what is going on in our heads. There's all these different things that we know we should be doing. We know we should be setting our goals. But most of us say, right, I'll do this, and then you're like, but I can't do it today because I'm too busy. And then before you know it, weeks have passed by and you still haven't done it. This is why you've got to sit down, you've got to make that decision that you are going to get conditioned for success. It is so important. And that is exactly why the Members Club, which has just launched, has started with a month on programming your mind for success, a 30-day challenge where you can actually commit to programming your mind for success, for conditioning yourself for success, for doing the things that you know you should be doing but keep putting off. So if you want to get involved in this challenge, then I would love to have you on board. You can sign up on the website to get involved in it. So aside from conditioning yourself for success, you have to really commit to making it happen. You have to be so committed to it. And just like Goethe said, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back. And it's so true. That's what happens when you're not committed. There is that chance you can just draw back, or you can just jump ships because you're not fully committed to something. So get committed, make that decision, and then focus on achieving what you want to achieve. You've got to stay focused on making it happen. You have to discipline yourself to make it happen. And I think this is why so many people give up, because when you discipline yourself to do something, it is hard. There are days when you're just like, I cannot be bothered to do this. You know, there are times when you just think, this is pointless, it's not going anywhere, it's not working, and you want to give up. And you've got to keep going. There is a quote that I absolutely love that says, successful people hang on when everyone else has let go. And it is so true. You hang on because you keep being consistent, you discipline yourself to carry on and to keep going, even when things don't seem to be working out, even when the response is not what you expected, even when it's taking miles longer than you ever anticipated. You keep going. And that is how I have got to where I am today. Because when I started doing the Female Entrepreneur Association a few years ago, I started off with zero, with nothing. And I actually looked back the other day over my Google Analytics to see where the spike in traffic started to occur. And it started to occur when I started to do my email newsletter. And when I did that, because I committed to doing one a week, so that every single week since I made the decision to do it, my traffic has grown and it's grown and it's grown and it's got so much bigger, because I started to be consistent about what I was doing. And the same thing happened with Facebook. I decided that I wanted to get a really big audience on Facebook. So I got consistent about my posts. I consistently started to post out things all the time which were going to add value to my audience. And I stuck at it. Even when things didn't get a very good response, I stuck at it and I kept going. Even though there were days where I was just like, I cannot be bothered to think of stuff to post out anymore, I still did it. And that's why it's grown so big, because I did it consistently. I didn't give up when it got really challenging and hard and it wasn't really going anywhere. I stuck at it. So do the same thing. Get consistent. My network did not grow overnight. It grew over a period of like 2.5 years. It's taken me 2.5 years to get to where I am today. And that is because I have been consistent. I have been working towards my goal, and I've been consistent about everything I've been doing. I've been disciplined to make it happen. I've been committed to making it happen. So if you want to grow a big audience, if you want to build a really successful business, then be consistent about making it happen. Commit to making it happen and stick at it, and condition your mind for success. Condition your mind so that you don't give up on yourself. Condition your mind so that you consistently make the best decisions that you can possibly make in order to grow your business and to drive it forward. That will make such a huge difference. So get consistent. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. I would absolutely love to know what you think. Have there been times where you set out to do something and you've not been consistent? And why? Why did you stop being consistent about things? Why did you give up on things? Or have there been times where you have got consistent, and how has it helped you? Or have there been other things that have really helped you to make it happen? If so, then leave a comment on the blog, because I would absolutely love to hear about it. And I will see you next time.